Hey team, welcome into today. Today's a little reflection one. A year ago, I changed jobs. I jumped from a job of working across a cluster of schools and designing and creating curriculum and things back into that hot seat of being a principal and leading a school and trying to put my money where my mouth is actually in terms of this leadership stuff that we work on and we learn about together. And so I've done a little bit of a reflection of like, how do I get from year one to year two? So sit back and have a wee listen and think. But starting a new project is about constant problem solving, setting up systems, trying new things. There's a lot of scope and flexibility. It's that stuff I love to create, to ideate, to innovate, to get things going, to get things right, and to get things really wrong. Making mistakes and redirecting is expected and sometimes mostly accepted. But then what do you do in year two? What do you focus on? How do you get things started? How do you keep the momentum? How do you stay motivated? In year two, you start to refine your focus, to evaluate, refine, redefine, re-energize, reduce, and actually make some things redundant. I remember in my first year teaching, I came out of training college with a bucket of ideas and I wanted to do too much too soon without a solid foundation and systems and structures and expectations. It was a year of building the plane as you fly it. Some things went super well and many were experiences that I learned from and perhaps I didn't want to repeat. And this first year in this project has been exactly the same. What my first year did give me was a drive to refine and an absolute focus for year two. I came out of year one and wrote down everything I wanted and how I wanted it. I came into year two with absolute clarity. I didn't wing it, I planned it. I knew how things should work and how they shouldn't. This clarity gave me direction and my students expectations. I had my non-negotiables and everyone knew it. It was actually the best year of my teaching career. This week, as our team have come back together for year two of the project, we took a similar approach. Before we start, let's stop, think, and really get clarity about what we all want and how we want it to work. We are a year in. What have we been doing that needs to continue without fail? Our non-negotiables. You'll find these in every room, every day, and every lesson. What have we been doing that needs to stop, to be abandoned, to change, to refine? What's wrong and how do we change this? What would be our biggest failure and why? And then, where are all the gaps and what are we going to do to fill those gaps? What do we need to start doing that we weren't doing before? Start with why. Our discussion started with all of this, armed with last year's data, some direction from the boss, and 2 days of full-on professional learning. The team marched into these conversations. What will you and what won't you do? Are there things you are doing that simply you need to be bold about and to abandon? Is it about learning? How do you know that you are impacting positively? Where is the busy work creating boredom? Creating boredom. What are you doing that actually makes kids bored during the day? Where are the spots in your lesson, in your day, where you have opportunities or people where you can do more, make it better, or make more of what's going on? Professional learning is excellent. And are you bringing a critical mind to it? I like the idea, the concepts. Which parts work for our context, our students and our learning, and which parts don't? If we introduce these ideas, do we keep doing everything that we are doing already, or do we need to drop something out? We need to start to define and redefine and refine. The pencil is sharpened, the focus is becoming clear, really clear. And from this clarity comes drive, motivation, movement, momentum, acceleration, and focus. It is super exciting to watch. People self-drive change. Getting different results means being brave. It requires different thinking and allowing yourself to do things differently. Give yourself permission to stop. Stop the team before the rush of the start. It is invaluable time spent. Year 2 is scary. It is money on the line. It's about the next lift, measures, and getting results. I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous. We've made some really radical decisions, and we've been a little non-conforming. What if it doesn't work? What if I'm driving the bus in the wrong direction? We are being brave. We are driven, and we are focused on getting things really, really right this year. We're going to keep messing up, but I really have a fire in my belly that we are going to accelerate. Watch this space.